There's this really interesting core challenge at the heart of the modern grid. Utilities and power companies are planning these massive systems over decades and decades, and yet the systems themselves are being tested every single day. Utilities are asked to plan further ahead than almost any other sector, and yet they're dealing with these time-constrained challenges. Electrification, load growth, extreme weather from snowstorms to hurricanes that are taking networks offline, and it forces them into this really reactive posture. And every one of these challenges ultimately impacts the ratepayer and the customer, whether that is an outage, increasing bills, and affordability. Ultimately, it's the customer that feels the pain of that failing system. The utility's natural reaction to this uncertainty has been, how do we get the most data, and how do we essentially increase the number of models we have to try to better predict the system? This model breaks down because as planners and asset managers and operators are getting flooded with more and more data, they may get dashboards, but they're ultimately not making decisions any faster. There are static assumptions that get locked in, and ultimately those calcify into reliability problems down the line. Resilience and affordability don't come from these static plans. They come from the tempo and the ability to react as information is updating. Instead of planning 10, 20, 30 years out based on information that's out of date the second it hits a planner's desk, our platform fuses data from a massive amount of disparate sources. So everything from reliability to forecasting to weather to grid topology. We combine this and create a 4D domain model of the grid over time and space to understand how conditions are changing and what the grid of the future will look like.